our last speaker from Schneider Electric, Anil.
Yes.
Please tell us the point of view of a major equipment manufacturer.
Yeah, thank you. So, I don't have any presentation here. Schneider is a well-known company now. It's over 150 years old. Globally, it's 25 billion euro company, and in India, we are 22,000 people. So it's over 2 billion revenue in India. That's about Schneider. Going with all the presentations, what I saw from the utility side, which is more from the demand side, and the asset management has turned out to be more and more important aspect. I saw it with 2 or 3 presentations. It is more so important from the new technology which is coming on to the grid part. So we don't know what's the behavior of a transformer or a switchgear, which is already there on the grid from years, with the new renewable coming into picture. All right. So how do we leverage IoT and protect those equipments and make them work optimally with the advent of smart grid? That means, are we able to create a very accurate digital model of our switchgear and predict that this switchgear is going to fail, this cable is going to fail if the operation goes on like this? So I think we need to probably look at a consortium or a group who can develop different models of different types of switchgears, different types of equipment, and exchange that model. So I think that's a very important part. Second, apart from asset management, the equipment itself. We are sitting on a 360 gigawatt of installed capacity. We might have millions of consumers connected, and we are talking of 125 gigawatt of renewable in few years, which is like a very, very big ambition. 100 gigawatt of solar, 60 gigawatt of grid connected, 40 rooftop. So is our network ready? Can the network infrastructure take the intermittency of the renewable? All right. So how do we really accommodate or integrate this renewable smoothly into the grid is the next question. I'm very happy that few of the projects what we are doing here in iElectrics with all the consortium members is really trying to address that particular aspect from the demand side, integrating renewable. But we are still not there in terms of forecasting for grid scale and the rooftop. All right. So from the regulation perspective, from the Florence, so what are the best practices for integrating renewables from regulation? How do we take it? I mean, are we ready for this big inclusion of renewable? Is another question what we ask. So there is a impeding need for us to start piloting this in India. So while there are a lot of proven point solutions which have worked elsewhere in the world, India has a specific set of use cases and problems what we need to really address. Majority of our consumers are rural, whose per capita consumption is very, very low. We just crossed 1,000 units as against the developed nations who have crossed 13,000 units, right? And we are at maybe 4 hours to 5 hours power supply for rural areas in the far-flung, which is a radial feeder. So how do we bring in smart grid to help them give more consistent power, more reliable power? How can we bring those technologies to be more self-healing to give them more reliable power where there's a big GDP of agriculture concerned? So that's my message. Thank you.